So today I got some really valuable advice from my Gen Z son. Now, I have 7 kids. 3 are millennials and 4 are Gen Z. And it is so fun to see the difference. They are really totally different. It is just pretty hilarious, actually. That might be a whole nother video. But my Gen Z son, he has been so helpful. He's always doing whatever I ask of him, right? He is great at any tech stuff or computer issues I have. And he also does all the editing on my videos. So he watches through my videos and he edits them. And then, so today he gave me some feedback that I thought might be good to share and that I am going to try. So I figured maybe Gen Z knows something, so we'll see what they know and see how it does, right? So the first thing my Gen Z son told me was, Mom, ditch the cringe thumbnails. Ditch the cringe thumbnails. So, like, I was trying to be like everybody else and, like, do the background remover and put the bright colors and the text, the attention grabbing text and stuff so that people will be like, whoa, I want to click, right? I want to, right? A little bit clickbaity, right? Because I heard that works, right? So I want to do what works. I want to grow, right? Right? So I'm making these thumbnails and he's like, Mom, that's cringe, right? I don't, people don't, click on those thumbnails. And his Gen Z siblings all agreed, yeah, I don't click on those types of thumbnails. Just, just a screenshot of you and your video looking at the camera, like that's all, those are the ones that we click on. So I'm going to try that and just do a screenshot of at a point in the video and see how it compares to the fancy schmancy, bright, attention getting cringe thumbnails. But it's going to be very interesting to see, is this just a Gen Z preference? Is it Gen Z who's had it fed up to here with all of the flashy internet stuff? I know that actually none of my Gen Z kids like social media. None of them are on social media. They don't like it. They despise it. They think it's bad for people and bad for society and harmful to children, right? Isn't that crazy? It's the Gen Z generation who's thinking that. Very interesting. So it will be interesting, maybe the Gen X generation, of which I'm a part of, maybe my generation wants the bold, flashy thumbnails. I don't know. And since my audience is probably people more my age, will I need to go back to those flashy thumbnails because that's what my generation clicks on? And I don't know what that says about my generation. I don't know. But we'll see, right? We'll see. That'll be a fun experiment. I know there's tools you can use to do thumbnail tests, so I haven't looked into that yet, so I'll need to learn about that and see how to do that. That would be a great way to test which thumbnail does better. I'd love to hear in the comments below, do you use those bright, bold, flashy thumbnails, or do you just use a screenshot of yourself? And have you experimented with both, and what have you found works better? I would love to know. Comment below. And if you've ever just done a total cringe thumbnail that's horrible, comment cringe below. I'd love to hear that too. So anyway, that was the first tip that my Gen Z son gave me. The second one was that he said, Mom, you really should tell more stories. People just want to hear your story and they just love the storytelling. That's what keeps people's attention, is just the personal stories rather than just teaching something or sharing something or doing anything educational. It's you bring in your personal life experiences and tell your real life stories. And I'm like, yeah, I actually know that. I really know that from my marketing training. But it's so hard to do. I mean, I think some people it comes more naturally to. They naturally share more about themselves and their lives. And, but for people like me who are introverts, right, it's a little bit more work, a little harder to share with the internet and the whole world all the details and things about your life. So I'm going to try to add more storytelling and stories from my personal life. I'm still not going to tell you all the deep, dark, cringy secrets, family secrets or whatever that no one needs to hear. No, maybe cut that part out. There's no need to share everything. I mean, really, come on, use some discretion, right? But there are some stories that could benefit other people. And if you have those type of stories where you've learned something through that, someone else could totally relate to that, and they would probably relate to that better and take in that idea better because they can relate to it. They can see themselves in that position that you were in, and they can see how if they do what you did, if it ended up well, to do that and to learn from that. Now, if you are sharing a mistake, hopefully they will decide not to repeat your mistake, right? So either way, people relate to people. They want you to be yourself, right? And they want to hear your story. That's what's going to make you stand out on YouTube from anybody else, especially with the growth of AI. AI is doing so many things now. I've been doing some experiments with AI myself. So I think to succeed in YouTube in the future, you're really going to have to be yourself, your natural self. You're really going to have to be yourself, be natural, your own personal stories, your own unique experiences that are going to make you stand apart from everybody else. Hey, comment below, do you regularly incorporate your personal stories in your videos? I would love to know. Are you in the habit of doing that? Or is that something you would like to start doing more of? And the last tip my Gen Z son gave me today was, and I had to look this up, to be a Sigma, right? A Sigma male or a Sigma female, whichever pertains to you, right? And I'm like, what's that? Sounds kind of sus to me, right? Okay, so a Sigma male is like a lone wolf, independent, self-reliant. I can't read my writing, popular, successful, confident. And a Sigma female is loyal, confident, assertive, independent, doesn't follow trends or care what others think of her, charismatic, but also can be introverted and likes spending time alone, has high standards for friendships and relationships. So what I can take from this as it pertains to YouTube is to be yourself. Be yourself. Be independent in that you don't care what other people think of you when you get up and get on YouTube. Don't think you have to be like everybody else. Again, don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to yourself at a previous point. Yeah, just don't follow the crowd. Be yourself, be natural, tell your own story, and that's what people will relate to. It'll be natural, it won't be sus, it won't be cringe, all those things. So I hope you got value from the tips from my Gen Z son. 1, have natural screenshots for your thumbnails, no cringe thumbnails. 2, tell your own personal stories. And 3, be yourself, don't care what others think of you. And that is no cap. Or hat. I think it's cap. No cap. All right, be sure to like and subscribe, guys, and see you next time.